Hello, once again, this is Antonio. I'm coming at you with another video. I can't call this video cited because the allegations against the defendant are not so becoming. The young lady is alleged crimes left the plaintiff disfigured in some capacities. What she did was, while the gentleman slept, she took some burning hot oil and she poured it on him. And he said his life would never be the same. He lost his job. He lost so much because of what she did. But here's the interesting part. Before the court-appointed lawyer tried to speak on behalf, she stopped him. She said, I don't want any court-appointed lawyers on my case. I have a lawyer. So when Judge King asked her, who's your lawyer? She acted like she couldn't hear him. This is what I'm talking about, people. You gotta be witty. You gotta come with it. You don't even have the name of the lawyer, and you are being alleged for some heinous crimes. The man is in there crying. Now there's a PPO, against him or against her. It's just a bad set of circumstances. But nevertheless, let's dive into the case. This is Antonio, and once again, we'll come back with our commentary.
Hey, Judge.
Mr. Shulman.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on Alexis Love. I thought it was in front of Judge Giles. Sorry, I was late. I guess this is a DV case, or classified as a DV case.
Before we start, I want to object to all court-appointed counsel. I want to get my personal counsel for my hearing.
Who is your personal counsel?
I have my own personal counsel. I wanted to know if I could get.
I asked you, who is your own personal counsel?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Who is your attorney?
I need to get my attorney, but I don't want to have any court-appointed attorney.
If you want to does a breakout room, I'm prepared to talk to her a little bit about that issue.
All right, I'll put you in the breakout room. Join the breakout room.
Thank you.
You don't love, right?
No, I'm actually that is my case, but I'm the victim.
Oh.
She literally reached on my lower extremity, burned the whole lower extremity, put up my thigh and my feet. Initially, I didn't press charge, but when the state picked it up, because it was so bad, you know what I'm saying? And the state picked it up because it was so bad, and I had to come today to see how it is going to give this case a judge, because it completely changed my whole life. Never been through anything like this in my life. I lost everything: house, car, job, schooling. Even the way I walk now was different.
Is Mr. executed in this case?
I was subpoenaed here. I just wanted to let the judge know that.
Wait, just a minute.
Is that your case, Mrs. Durham?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, the complaining witness is here.
I hear. Thank you very much.
Ms. Watt. Ms. Watt.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so what are we
I'm
doing
ready.
with you?
Let me turn on the camera. We are setting this for a preliminary exam, and I'm asking if the court would allow me to waive my client's presence. I have been in touch with him, and he is in the middle of a training. I informed him that I would ask the court's permission to waive his presence just to set the preliminary exam.
Is that your case, Mr. Bloomers?
This is Landry, Judge.
Yes.
Yes, Judge, it's mine.
Okay, we're ready on Landry.
Calling case number 2405-824701. People of the state of Michigan versus RT. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon. Count 2, child abuse 3rd degree. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Bloomers on behalf of the people, P77307.
And good morning, Your Honor. Coral Watt appearing on behalf of Mr. Landry, P41508.
And what's your pleasure, Ms. Landry?
I'm asking the court to waive Mr. Landry's presence for the purpose of setting a preliminary exam date.
The court will waive the defendant's presence, continue to plead not guilty, and set this matter for preliminary examination. How is July 31st at 11 o'clock?
Let me just check that, Your Honor. I'm checking that right now. Ooh. Let's see, I'm just looking. 1, 2, 3. I could probably squeeze one more thing in. I have 5 other cases on that date. Would the court consider July 30th, or is that too soon?
That's my homicide day.
What'd you say, Your Honor?
That's my homicide day.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just squeeze it in on the 30th. And what time did you say, Your Honor? 31st.
What time works best for you?
Let's see. Something later in the day? Do you have anything like around 11 o'clock?
Well, that was the original time I gave, 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. 11 o'clock works.
All right. July 31st at 11 o'clock, bond will be continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
One more matter, Ms. Watt.
Yes.
There is a kids talk in this case, so there's a protective order. Do I have your permission to sign that, or do you want me to forward it to you for review?
You can forward it to me for review. I'll sign it right away and get it back to you so that I can get the video.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Shulman.
Yes, Judge, I think we're ready.
All right, let's recall.
Recalling case number 2405-786901. People of the state of Michigan versus Alexis Love. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 2, domestic violence aggravated.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Your Honor. Sanford Shulman, P43230, appearing on behalf of Alexis Sierra Love. She is currently at the Wayne County Jail. She does have a personal bond, but apparently there's been some issues with putting a tether on her, but she is appearing today by way of video conference.
Tell us your name, Ms. Love.
Alexis Sierra Love.
What's your pleasure, Mr. Shulman?
Your Honor, we're asking for an in-person preliminary exam, and I'd like to address bond.
The court will continue to plead not guilty and set this matter for preliminary examination. We can do July 31st at 11:30.
That works for me. That's you said Wednesday, July 31st, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, at 11:30. Okay. And
Now, before you address bond, let me address Ms. Love real quick. Ms.
Yes.
Love, before we called this case, you had mentioned that you wanted to retain your own attorney, and you have every right to do that. However, if you do so, make sure that your attorney knows that your court date is July 31st at 11:30. If they're going to take your case, they have to be prepared to go on that day, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Shulman, that's the bond.
Your Honor, this case stems from an allegation of an incident that occurred in March of 2024. The magistrate issued a personal bond. I believe there was a condition of a tether but she's been literally warehoused at the county jail because a tether cannot be placed on her, although she has an address on 2nd Street in her apartment in her name. I'm sorry?
Why can't the tether be placed on?
I don't know. That's the question. She's got a residence. She's got a 2-year-old child. She's pregnant. There's no reason she needs prenatal care. Her daughter is now with her mom. She's been sitting there waiting for a tether. The complainant is the ex-boyfriend. We're asking the court to remove the tether. You can put any other terms and conditions, but for her to sit there continuously without care and taking care of her child, no prior record, a young child and one on the way, and strong family ties, doesn't seem that a tether is necessary. But even if it was, it should have been placed on quicker. I know there's some issues with those.
Ms. Drain?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, in this case, I would also ask the court to change the bond. I'm going to ask for a cash bond. Given that the complainant is in the courtroom and has made those statements as to how he was injured and how this has affected his life, this was a very serious incident. I know that this is charged assault with intent to do great bodily harm, but specifically, the report indicates that the complainant was woke up when he was doused in hot oil. The report also indicates that when officers arrived, the defendant made a statement, "I was trying to light him on fire." Your Honor, this is a very serious incident, and I don't think that she should have a personal bond. So I'm asking that the court change this to a cash bond.
Your Honor, from the information I have, this is the ex-boyfriend. The defendant had a PPO on him, and I think the magistrate's bond was appropriate. It's just the question is, why is a tether not being placed on her? I mean, I just got the discovery this morning, so I'm a little bit at a disadvantage, but even that, the facts will come out of the exam. The question is something in addition to a personal bond necessary when a tether can't be placed on her? I don't know why, but she does have a residence, and it's verified, strong ties, and we can address all the factual issues at the exam.
Sir, was there a personal protection order out on you?
She did that after this case because she didn't know what I was gonna do for her. No.
So it wasn't one in place at the time?
No, it wasn't. She did that after the fact that they said they was gonna the state picked it up.
All right.
Like he said, when they said.
That's enough, sir.
Okay, sir.
Although the court recognizes that the purpose of bond is not for punishment, I also, in addition to looking at whether or not the defendant poses a flight risk, and I'm not sure if she poses a flight risk or not, also look for the protection of the community and tell me that she has no prior record. But I also look at the likelihood of conviction as well. It's another thing that I can consider. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about this case, but based on what I hear so far, it looks like a conviction may be in order here. I don't know. That remains to be seen. Court does take notice as well that the defendant is pregnant. How far along are you, ma'am?
I'm a month.
A month?
Yes.
I can mark the file medical.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure why she got a personal bond either with those allegations. Are you employed, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Where do you work?
I'm a traveling hairstylist.
For what?
I'm a traveling hairstylist. I do hair for a living.
So you're in a business for yourself?
I'm sorry.
You work for yourself?
I do.
How long have you been doing hair?
Since high school.
Are you licensed?
No, I am not.
You have a 2-year-old?
Yes, I do.
Who's taking care of your 2-year-old right now?
My mom.
You do hair out of your home?
Sorry,
You do hair out of your home?
I do.
I'm gonna set bond at $50,000, 10%. With the GPS tether, no contact with complaining witness.
Your Honor, can you refer it for DSU? So that might help the court.
Get to.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, Judge, did you say you would refer it for DSU?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, very good. All right. I will see Ms. Love and we'll be ready on the 31st.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
No.
And the GPS tether. Yes. Did you hear that court date, sir?
31st, 11 o'clock.
Did I say 11 o'clock?
11:30.
11:30. Did I say 11:30? Did I say 11:30?
I'll be here. Yep.
Okay, 11:30. All right, July 31st at 11:30. Okay, see you then, sir.
Okay,
Take care of yourself. You're all set, man. We'll see you July 31st at 11:30.
Okay. Thank you for all who sat through this case. As you can see, what I didn't identify in the first part of the case was mom is pregnant. She's actually, as she identified, she's 1 month pregnant. And if a man would have did what this young lady did to this man, boil hot oil on him and threw that oil on him while he sleep, the man would not have received the bond. But they actually, even with the man weeping and saying that his life is no longer the same, he's disfigured and things like that, they still gave her a bond. They gave her a bond. They gave her a bond. That's what I'm trying to get out. I've been doing a lot of speaking today. So how do you feel about this? Give your commentary in the end. Like I said again, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Support the channel through Cash App or Super Chat. Make sure you hit the notification bell after you subscribe to the channel. And once again,